News 7x7 is a unique channel dedicated to the news from dairy industry. Every week you receive brief on top 7 dairy news on this YouTube channel from India and abroad. These news could be seen in detail on our channel dairynews7x7.com also. You may write in the comment box on the dairy topics of your interest. We will try to develop news feature on the same. Your constant feedback and patronage to this channel is our source of inspiration. Top 7 dairy news from the week of 13 September 21 will cover release of Basic Animal Husbandry Statistics 2020 by Parshottam Rupala, announcement of export freight subsidy for dairy products, formation of company between Assam state government and NDDB, assurance by Prakasam's collector for the payment of dues to dairy farmers, FDA directive to display best before date for loose sweets, surge in dairy innovation with immunity benefits due to COVID-19, and no new restrictions on plant-based dairy products by EU Parliament. Union Minister released the report Basic Animal Husbandry Statistics 2020. Key highlights of this report from the dairy sectors are summarized as below. The milk production in India has grown by 5.69% to reach 198.4 million metric ton in 1920, with per capita availability of milk reaching a new level of 406 ml. Milk production has increased in crossbred exotic cow category by 10.95%. There has been a decline of 3.1% and 4.46% respectively in milk production by nondescript indigenous cows and buffaloes. The states of UP, Rajasthan, MP, Gujarat and Andhra Pradesh collectively produce 52.96% of total milk production in India, with UP contributing almost 1/6 of total milk production. Karnataka, Arunachal Pradesh, Haryana, Rajasthan and MP remained as the top 5 fastest growing states in milk production. The average yield of crossbred exotic animals grew up to 8.2 liters per day and that of nondescript indigenous cows at 3.08 liters per day. A wider variety of dairy products from India will soon be available to consumers in the Gulf, thanks to a scheme soon to be notified by the Directorate General of Foreign Trade (DGFT) to extend air freight assistance to exporters. Such products which are already receiving some export finance will now get 50% more freight support for the exports sent abroad by sea. However, if such agricultural exports are by air, they will be eligible for 100% freight subsidy. The 100% freight subsidy will be a boon for dairy products which are perishable by nature and need to be shipped by air. The agricultural products which are eligible for support both by air and sea will be specified by the DGFT soon. To promote dairy sector in Assam, state government and National Dairy Development Board (NDDB) will form a company. The chairman of the company will be Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Minister, as the company will be formed with equal shareholding pattern between the state government and NDDB. Chief Minister of Assam during the meeting also asked the department to make sure that as a result of reform in the dairy sector, milk farmers get the highest dividend. He also said that steps have already been taken to increase the milk production of state to the tune of 10 lakh litres per day. He also stressed on ramping up dairy processing infrastructure to give a new impetus to value addition to milk. Prakasam District Collector Praveen Kumar assured the dairy farmers that necessary action will be taken to pay the Amul dues to them within a week. He said that they are paying more rate to the milk supplied to the Amul dairy than the private dairies. He ordered the officials to take action to restart the milk collection centers for the Amul dairy, which were closed now. Collector also said that Amul project helps economic development of the rural areas in the district. He advised the concerned officials to supervise the milk collection for the Amul project at the ground level and increase the route-wise milk collection. While intensifying surveillance amid the festive season, Food and Drug Administration (FDA) officials have told sweet shops owner to display a best before date for loose sweets kept in trays or containers. Pune FDA Joint Commissioner Food Shivaji Desai said sweet shop owners and others in the food business can decide on the best before date depending on the nature of the product and local conditions. An indicative list of the shelf life of various types of sweets is given in the guidance note by FSSAI on the safety and quality of traditional milk products. Not abiding by the norm may attract a fine up to Rs 1 lakh for sweet shops with annual turnover of less than Rs 12 lakhs and a fine of up to Rs 2 lakh for those with an annual turnover of Rs 12 lakhs and above. High protein foods and beverages are moving into the mainstream. With increased pressure to bring health and wellness to the mainstream, Arla Foods Ingredients launched its first organic product, Missile Pure, last year. Sudden shifts in buying channels have been challenging but also accelerated innovation. Innova Market Insights notes that high source of protein claims have grown in Europe in particular, with 47% growth in food and beverage business in 2020 compared to 35% in 2016. Ambient drinking yogurt offers global consumers the benefit of dairy or plant-based protein in a fermented beverage snack that is easy to consume on the go or at any time. Probiotics, prebiotics, and now postbiotics, the functional bioactive compounds generated during fermentation, are an emerging trend in functional foods as consumers take a more active role in their personal health. News from the Good Food Institute reveals that the EU has rejected plans for unprecedented restrictions on plant-based dairy. EU leaders have dropped plans to impose new restrictions on plant-based dairy products, which could have banned them from displaying allergen information, being sold in cartons, and using images of their own products. Terms such as milk and yogurt are still forbidden. It was confirmed today that European Parliament representatives have withdrawn the proposals from EU negotiations over the Common Agricultural Policy after a coalition of 21 environmental, consumer and animal welfare groups called on the EU to reject them. Climate activist Greta Thunberg had also spoken out against the plans, and over 450,000 people had signed a petition calling on the EU to drop them.
Thanks for watching Daily News 7x7 channel with news update from last 7 days. To continue receiving update from this channel, I, Kuldeep Sharma, request you to subscribe this channel and share and like the video, and also don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you.